No, as humans, we're just wired to climb things, right? We see a mountain, we want to get to the top. Think about Everest, K2. Those are the ultimate bragging rights. But what if I told you that for some of the most incredible peaks on Earth, the real achievement isn't getting to the summit, it's choosing not to? Today, we're diving into the story of the world's most sacred and permanently unclimbed mountains. Okay, so look at this. It really puts it all into perspective, doesn't it? On one hand, you've got Mount Everest, conquered. It's a symbol of human ambition, of us pushing our limits. And then you've got Mount Kailash, forbidden, a peak that's revered precisely because no one has ever stood on its summit. So, what's the story here? What makes one mountain a trophy and another one untouchable? Yeah, so that's the big question, right? Why are some of the most magnificent, most jaw-dropping peaks on the planet completely off limits to climbers? And let me tell you, it's not because they're too hard to climb. Nope. The reason is so much deeper. It's about faith, it's about respect, and it's about a totally different way of looking at our place in the natural world. Let's dive in. All right, so first up, we're heading to Tibet. We're going to the base of a mountain that isn't just a mountain to millions of people, it's literally the center of their universe. This is Mount Kailash. So get this. Mount Kailash isn't just sacred to one religion. It's like this massive spiritual hub for 4 different faiths. For Hindus, it's the home of Lord Shiva himself. For Buddhists, it's where Buddha Damshogan lives. And on top of that, it's also incredibly holy for Jains and followers of the Bone religion. When you have that kind of spiritual power all focused on one spot, yeah, you can see why the idea of climbing it is just a total non-starter. It's absolutely forbidden. So if you can't climb it, how do you actually worship it? Well, you walk around it. This whole sacred journey is called a parikrama. And it's not just a walk in the park. It's this incredibly profound act of prayer and devotion. It really flips our whole idea of conquest on its head, you know? The ultimate respect isn't planting a flag on the summit, it's keeping a reverent distance. And when I say it's not a casual stroll, I mean it. We're talking about a 52-kilometer trek. That's over 32 miles, all at a seriously high altitude. It is grueling. And yet, for centuries, millions of people have made this pilgrimage. They push their bodies to the limit just to circle the base, all while never even thinking about trying to climb to the top. That's a different level of devotion. Okay, from Tibet, let's hop over to Nepal, the absolute heart of the Himalayas, right? This place is basically the ultimate playground for the best climbers in the world. But even here, surrounded by all these legendary peaks, there's one mountain that's completely different. A peak so sacred, it's remained totally untouched. This stunning peak is Machapuchare. And that name means fish's tail, which makes perfect sense when you see its unique double summit. It literally looks like the tail of a giant fish splitting the sky. But its incredible beauty is something you can only appreciate from a distance. Because, just like Kailash, the local people believe this is another home of the Hindu god Shiva, making it profoundly sacred. Now, the story of why it's protected is just amazing. Back in 1957, a British expedition actually got a permit to climb it, a very rare thing. They made their way up, getting agonizingly close to the top, just 150 meters from the summit. And then they stopped. They turned around and came back down. Why? Because they had made a promise to the local people that they wouldn't physically step on the sacred summit. That one act of respect was so powerful, it moved the Nepalese government to ban all future climbing on Machapuchare, for good. All right, for a last stop, we're journeying to the incredible Himalayan kingdom of Bhutan. And here, we're going to find a mountain that holds a very, very unique world record. This is Gangkhar Puensum. And just look at that height. 7,570 meters. That is almost 25,000 feet high. It is a massive, towering giant of a mountain. But its incredible height is only part of the story. Because this mountain has the incredible distinction of being the world's highest unclimbed mountain. Just let that sink in. In an era where humans have been to the deepest parts of the ocean and to the moon, the highest untouched point on Earth is right here. And again, it's not because it's technically impossible, it's because an entire country made a conscious decision to leave it alone. You see, in Bhutan, the local belief system runs deep. They believe that these towering peaks are the actual homes of gods, of powerful spirits that protect the valleys below. So to climb them would be like barging into a temple uninvited.
It's the ultimate sign of disrespect. The government took this very seriously. First, in 1994, they banned climbing any peak higher than 6,000 meters. Then, by 2003, they just went all the way and banned mountaineering completely, across the entire country.
So when you look at these three stories together, Kailash in Tibet, Machapuchare in Nepal, and Gangkhar Puensum in Bhutan, you start to see this really powerful common thread. It's a completely different way of thinking about our relationship with nature's most epic creations.
It really all boils down to what respect truly means. In a lot of the world, we think respect means conquering something, proving we can do it. But for these mountains and the people who revere them, the ultimate act of respect is restraint. It's having the wisdom to say, this is sacred, and to understand that some things are actually more powerful, more beautiful, when we just leave them be.
And that kind of leaves us with a big question to chew on, doesn't it? As we're all driven to achieve and to conquer the next big thing, what's the real summit of human achievement? Is it planting a flag on a physical peak? Or is it reaching a different kind of peak? The wisdom to know when something should be left sacred and untouched.